When does life begin? Well, this is often seen as a question of personal opinion, or a political debate, or a legal debate, or a question of philosophy or religion. You might think that some people have a Christian view of it, Muslims have a different view, atheists have a different view, biologists and lawyers have different opinions. But the reality is that this is just a straightforward scientific question. Life is a biological scientific concept. That's literally what biology means. It means the study of life. And so when we're asking about when life begins, we are asking a question of biology. And biology deals with facts, not opinions. Biology deals with objective realities. And people might disagree about those objective realities in some cases, but we're dealing with something that is ultimately a matter of fact. Indeed, in this case, there is no significant difference of opinion among biologists. There is a biological consensus that life begins at fertilization, which is when a sperm cell meets an egg cell and the two combine to create a new human organism. Now, some of the reason this debate is often confused or controversial is because we don't specify what it means for life to begin. After all, there are all sorts of non-human life. Viruses and bacteria are alive. Skin cells of humans, indeed, are alive. But we wouldn't consider them as being persons. We wouldn't consider them as being equal human beings. So we do need to say a bit more carefully, what exactly does it mean to say life begins? What we actually mean is to say that a new individual human organism begins to exist. That's what we're talking about because that's what we are. I am an individual human organism, a member of our species, a member of Homo sapiens. When we want to know when life begins, that's what we want to know. We want to find out, when did my life begin as an individual human organism? And the science on that is very, very clear. Life begins at fertilization. Now, you don't have to just take my word for it, although I went to medical school and it was a good medical school that taught us this without any controversy. In fact, there have even been surveys of biologists on this question. There was a survey of 5,500 biologists just a couple of years ago, and they were asked, what are your views on abortion? Are you pro-life or pro-choice? Are you politically conservative, politically liberal? And what they found is that 95% of biologists agreed that life begins at fertilization. They even asked the pro-choice and the very pro-choice biologists, when does life begin? And the overwhelming majority, even of very pro-choice biologists, still agreed that life begins at fertilization. So there's really no debate about this at all. It is a biological question with a biological answer, and biologists have a complete consensus on that answer, that life begins at fertilization.